Wellnessville. What I have been talking about are the laws, the spiritual laws that run the universe. These laws apply to everyone all the time, whether we understand it, whether we believe it or not. There are spiritual laws that operate the universe. Science is beginning to discover that this is true. And there are some, I guess, let's say, avatars, spiritual leaders who knew this since the beginning of time. So they have been promoting, talking about, and explaining these spiritual laws. The law for today is the law of least effort. This law is based on the fact that nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease and carefreeness. This is the principle of least action. It's also called, what it is really is called non-resistance. This is the principle of harmony and love. One of the best places to look to see these spiritual laws in operation is to take a look at nature. Nature demonstrates almost all of the spiritual laws, especially the law of non-resistance or the law of least effort. For example, grass doesn't try to grow, it grows. Birds don't try to sing, they sing. Fish don't try to swim, they swim. Flowers don't try to bloom, they just bloom. Birds don't try to fly, they fly. This is their intrinsic nature. It's the nature of a baby to be in a state of bliss. It's the nature of the sun to shine. It's human nature to make our dreams manifest into physical form easily and effortlessly. We can have everything that we desire, the deepest desires of our heart. In Vedic science, which is the age-old philosophy of India, this principle is known as the principle of economy of effort. In other words, what they mean is do less and accomplish more. Now, how is that possible? Do less, accomplish more. Ultimately, in our spiritual growth, we can come to this state where we can do nothing, yet accomplish everything. What is commonly called a miracle is actually a demonstration of the law of least effort, or the law of non-resistance. Nature's intelligence functions effortlessly, frictionlessly, and spontaneously. Nature is intuitive, holistic, and nourishing, nature's intelligence. And when we are in harmony with nature, when we are established in the knowledge of who we really are, we can make use of this law of least effort. Least effort is expended when our actions are motivated by love, because nature is held together by the energy of love. When we seek power and control over other people, we waste a lot of energy. When we seek money for the sake of ego, we spend a lot of energy chasing the illusion of happiness, not paying any attention to the happiness that is in this present moment. When ego rules, energy is wasted. And remember, the letters for ego, E-G-O, means easing God out. When we're in ego, we have pushed God out of our lives for the moment. But when our actions are motivated by love, this energy multiplies and accumulates, and the surplus energy we gather and enjoy can be channeled, and we can create anything we want, including unlimited wealth. A good way to visualize this is to think of our body as energy generators. Our bodies not only generate energy, it can also accumulate energy and then direct this energy any way we want. We can create any amount of wealth that we want, any amount of happiness that we want, any amount of health that we want, by taking this accumulated energy and directing it into those areas. If we're focused on ego, that consumes the greatest amount of energy. When our internal reference point is ego, when we feel that we have to have power and control over other people, or when we're seeking the approval of other people, we're wasting a lot of energy. Our energy is just being wasted. But when our internal reference point is spirit, we are immune to criticism and unfearful of any challenge. We can harness this power of love and use it to create whatever we want. The book, In the Art of Dreaming, Don Juan tells Carlos Castaneda, most of our energy goes into upholding our importance. If we were capable of losing some of that importance, two extraordinary things would happen to us. The first, we would free our energy from trying to maintain the illusionary idea of our own grandeur. Second, we would provide ourselves with enough energy to catch a glimpse of the actual grandeur of the universe. How many of us have missed that great sunrise or great sunset or a beautiful flower because we're focused on so many other different things, or the beauty of another person? So this law of least effort, or this law of non-resistance, has three components. The first component is acceptance. And what unity, another way unity defines acceptance is divine order. That's why often you'll hear people say, everything's in divine order. Everything is as it should be. And it's important to accept that this is the way it's supposed to be. So I invite you to breathe in this affirmation. Today I will accept people, circumstances, situations, and events as they occur. Today I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. This means that we will know that at any moment it is as it should be, because the whole universe is as it should be. This moment, the one we're experiencing now, is the culmination of all the moments we have experienced in the past. This moment, here and now, is the culmination of every experience, every choice we have ever made in our lifetimes. When we struggle against this moment, we're actually struggling against the entire universe. When we feel frustrated or upset by a person or a situation, remember, it's not that person or situation that we are responding to. It's our feelings about that person and the situation. And this is our feelings. And our feelings are not someone else's fault. When we recognize and understand this completely, we are ready to move on to the second component of the law of non-resistance, which is responsibility. We can't change something until we accept it, and then we become responsible for our choices in that particular situation. Responsibility means not blaming anyone or anything for whatever situation you're in, including yourself. Having accepted the circumstances, the event, the problem, this responsibility means that I have the ability to create a response to the situation as it is now. That's what responsibility means. The ability, responsibility, the ability to respond to life. The ability to respond in a creative way to the circumstances in our lives. All problems, all challenges contain the seed of opportunity. And this awareness allows us to take this moment now and transform it into a better situation or even a thing. Sometimes there are people who come into our lives that drive us crazy, make us angry, P.O., peak us off. Those are often our greatest teacher because they have something to teach us about ourselves. often what we learn from those people is that there is some part of ourselves that we have not come to love yet. Whatever relationships we have attracted into our lives at this moment are precisely the ones we need in our life at this moment. And sometimes we'd like to turn the other way and run out of the room as fast as we can with some of the people that are in our lives. But truth is, the person, the situation that we are experiencing in our life right now is exactly as it should be. Because there's a hidden meaning behind all events. There's a hidden meaning between all our interactions with people. And this hidden meaning is serving our evolution. Sometimes we don't even know what the meaning is. So it's much better to enter into this situation with an attitude of non-resistance. It's like, Lord, what do you have to teach me today? What lessons are you going to bring into my life today? What gifts do you have for me today? And that's when you get those deep insights that tell you what's going on. So if we have acceptance and then we have responsibility, the third component is defenselessness, which means to relinquish the need to convince or persuade others to our point of view. Most people spend 99% of their time defending their point of view. If we relinquish the need to defend our point of view, we can gain enormous amounts of energy that have been previously wasted. Resistance can exhaust us. Resistance makes us tired. And a saying in unity is, what we resist persists. When we become defensive, blame others, and do not accept and surrender to the moment, we meet resistance. Anytime we encounter resistance, recognize that if we try to force the situation, the resistance will only increase, because what we resist persists. It's like trying to paddle upstream. If you just turn yourself around and go with the flow of the river or the stream, it's much easier. It doesn't take as much energy, and we may actually enjoy the ride. The past is history. The future is a mystery. And this moment is a gift. That is why this moment is called the present. And there's even a book about the present. It's called The Precious Present. And on the cover of it is this nicely wrapped, like, birthday present or something, and you think it's talking about some kind of present. It's talking about this present moment. It's called the precious present. Being defenseless is how we can go with the flow. How we can become lighthearted, carefree, joyous, and free. That is the path of fulfillment. We can see, this is really played out in Israel. Both sides just are so resistant. They just do not want to give in. I just saw in the news that they want to have some peace talks, and Israel says, no, we're not going to show up. Egypt is kind of orchestrating some peace talks. Israel says, no, not until you stop bombing the Gaza Strip. It's like, okay, keep resisting. And what's going to happen? What we resist persists. So the bombing will continue. That's a great example. If we embrace this present moment and become one with it and merge with it, we will experience a fire, a glow, a sparkle of ecstasy throbbing in every living sentient being. Doesn't that sound exciting? It's like, to me, it's like, yeah, I want that, yeah. As you begin to experience this exaltation of spirit in everything that is alive, as you become intimate with it, joy will be born within you, and you will drop the terrible burdens and encumbrances of defensiveness, resentment, and hurtfulness. Only then will we become lighthearted, carefree, joyous, and free. So I invite each and every one of us to make a commitment to follow the path of no resistance. This is the path through which nature's intelligence unfolds spontaneously, without friction or effort. When we have this exquisite combination of acceptance, responsibility, and defenselessness, which is the law of least effort, we will experience life flowing with effortless ease. When we remain open to all points of view, not rigidly attached to only one, our dreams and desires will flow with nature's desires. Then we can release our intentions without attachment and just wait for the appropriate season for our desires to blossom into reality. And we can be sure that when the season is right, our desires will manifest. This is the law of least effort. And so I invite each and every one of us to make a commitment to apply the law of least effort in our lives. Here's our list of commitments. And I invite everyone to make this commitment with me. Applying the law of least effort together. I will put the law of least effort into effect by making a commitment to take the following steps. 1. I will practice acceptance. Today I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. I will know that this moment is as it should be, because the whole universe is as it should be. I will not struggle against the whole universe by struggling against this moment. My acceptance is total and complete. I accept things as they are this moment, not as I wish they were. And number 2, having accepted things as they are, I will take responsibility for my situation and for all those events I see as problems. I know that taking responsibility means not blaming anyone or anything for my situation, and this includes myself. I also know that every problem is an opportunity in disguise, and this alertness to opportunities allows me to take this moment and transform it into a greater benefit. And number 3, today my awareness will remain established in defenselessness. I will relinquish the need to defend my point of view. I will feel no need to convince or persuade others to accept my point of view. I will remain open to all points of view and not to be rigidly attached to any one of them. And so I invite everyone to get ready for meditation, a short meditation. Get the light turned. I invite everyone to just become comfortable in your chair, and I invite you to do a scan of your body. And notice if there's any sore muscles anywhere, or if you have holding on to tension somewhere, especially in the shoulders, neck, lower back. Raise those shoulders up as high as you can, and then let those relax. Let's do that one more time. Lift those shoulders up, try and touch your ears. Touch your ears, touch your ears, and then let it down. There we go. That will relax those shoulders. And a way is relaxing the mind. I invite you to see your forehead just as a blank slate. There's nothing there. There are no thoughts, no feelings, just nothingness. And in this nothingness, you feel very comfortable. I invite everyone to breathe in this affirmation. I am open and receptive to God's message for me today. Breathe that in one more time. I am open and receptive to God's message for me today. Today, I will practice acceptance. Today, I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. I release all struggling against the universe and any struggling against this moment. My acceptance is total and complete. I accept things as they are this very moment. Today and always, I take responsibility for my situation and any event or experience that I see as a problem. I know that when I take responsibility, I am releasing anyone and anything from any responsibility in that situation, including myself. I know that every problem is an opportunity in disguise. And this alertness to these opportunities allows me to take this moment and transform it into a greater benefit. Today, I will practice, and every day I am practicing defenselessness. I surrender my need to defend my point of view. I now choose peace instead of being right. And I am open to all points of view. Today I know, and each and every day I know, is exactly as it is supposed to be in this moment. And I embrace each and every moment with joy and enthusiasm, with the heartfelt anticipation of what does God have to share with me today. I set this all into motion this day, so. Amen. And so I invite everyone to move around a little bit, gently open your eyes, and come back to this time and place.